5 Emmerdale spoilers next week. Charity's secret teeters on exposure as Aaron forces Robert to choose. A two-hander for April and Marlon, Patty's dread for Bear, and a surprise spark at the factory. 1 week, 5 fault lines, and every single one could split the village wide open. Emmerdale lines up a bruising run where love, fear, and stubborn pride all demand the last word. I think what makes this slate sing is how personal every story feels. No stunts, just choices that change lives. 1. A special episode lays bare April's turmoil. April stands on the edge of a confession, and the person she needs most is the dad who sees straight through her. In a standalone two-hander, she weighs telling Marlon the truth about the nightmare she and Dylan have been living under Ray's thumb. We've watched the kids clutch at a way out, cash in hand and hearts hammering, only for a video from Ray to yank the ground away. It's clear April is carrying adult-sized fear in a child's frame, and I think centering her with Marlon is the only honest next step. This moment shows how safety sometimes begins with a single sentence. Dad, I need help. 2. Charity's secret inches towards exposure. On the morning of her scan, Charity is a storm in a skin, terrified the results won't match the story everyone believes. Sarah and Jacob chirp about who the baby might look like, and you can see the panic rise. She snaps because the truth is louder than her smile. She lies about a cancellation, drags Chaz to the hospital, and hopes the machine won't find anything at all. For a heartbeat there's relief, and then Jacob clocks her down the corridor. I think this is the dread we've been bracing for. Secrets hate fluorescent light. Will she talk her way out, or are we seconds from the kind of reveal that blows a family to bits? 3. Aaron hands Robert an ultimatum. Kev or me? Kev swans in promising peace, but it feels like a trap laid with good manners. Robert's jittery because he knows what Kev is capable of, and Aaron knows it too, which is why he finally draws a line. Then, Kev ups the ante with a vow renewal proposal, and Robert, in that maddeningly Robert way, says yes before he's sure why. Victoria nudges Aaron to speak from the heart, and he does. Choose me, or we're done. It's clear the Robert history is the room's loudest ghost. I think the cruelty here is that love alone won't solve this. Gratitude, guilt, and a dying man's demands are all in the vows now. And whichever way Robert turns, someone breaks. 4. Patty's fear spikes as Bear goes missing. A package arrives from Ireland, the place Bear supposedly is, but it lands like a warning, not a comfort. No calls, no birthday message for Eve, just silence where the big daft laugh should be. Patty works the phone until the hope runs dry, and the police suddenly feel less like overkill and more like duty. This moment shows how easily absence becomes a storyline of its own. I think the dread here is simple and human. What if the person you rely on to be difficult and daft simply stops? 5. When hate turns to lust, Carrie and Jai spark. That locked-in bust-up at the depot has shifted something neither will admit in daylight. Carrie clocks Jai putting work before Archie and stage manages the perfect sick day to shove him towards fatherhood. Later, she's defending him in the cafe and startling herself with how natural it feels. When Jai admits he finds her attractive, Carrie does what Carrie does. She closes the distance. It's messy, funny, real, and almost witnessed when Dylan appears at the door. Nicola's antennae twitch, of course. I think the real question isn't whether they fancy each other, but whether either of them can stand the village commentary if this becomes more than a stolen kiss. Next week is all collision points. A girl deciding to trust her dad with the worst thing she's ever felt, a mother trying to outrun the truth in a hospital corridor, a man torn between a vow and the love that wrote his history, a son terrified his father's gone dark, and two enemies who might just be exactly what the other needs. When the last pint is poured and the doors are bolted, whose secret will be the first to crack, and whose choice will change the Dales for good?